A Walk with a Stranger is a rare artwork of mine in that it's one of the few pieces that is actually based on a real event that happened in my life. The actual artwork depicts a small dog, a little white dog, which is, I think it's some kind of silky terrier kind of animal, and the final version of the dog in the artwork actually doesn't look a lot like the dog that I saw. But what actually happened was, one night I was walking to my partner's house, and I was about halfway there when this little dog came up to me and decided that for itself that I looked like someone that it would be worth sort of attaching itself to and taking itself for a walk with. And I didn't do anything to sort of encourage this dog. I just kept walking in the same direction I was going until it sort of became apparent to me that this dog was actually looking for me and trying to keep an eye on where I was and was following me. As we were walking along, this dog was going into front yards and going completely out of my sight. And when it did this, I'd walk quicker and try to get out of its point of view before it came out of these front yards. But every time it would come out, look for me and catch up, and then keep walking along with me. And it followed me for about 10 minutes, and because we were near a major road, I was getting a bit concerned that perhaps this dog could end up getting run over or something if I just left it. And I had no idea where it came from in the first place, so what I decided to do was walk back the way I'd came, and sure enough the dog followed me. We kept heading back the way that the dog had come from till we got to the spot where we actually met up. And I sort of stopped there and just crouched down and pretty much did nothing until this dog decided, well, I guess for itself that I wasn't either that interesting anymore, or perhaps it had been sort of for its walk, and it just took off towards one of the houses and went off that way, and I didn't see it again. And I was sort of inspired by that to create this artwork. Prior to painting the final artwork, I did do a couple of pages of sketches in my sketchbook here. Some of these actually show a very different looking dog to that which is in the painting, but in these sketches the dogs in the sketches actually look a lot more like the dog that I saw. And you'll see later on in the time-lapse stuff how I had a lot of problems getting the composition right, and how the dog itself actually changed over the course of creating the artwork.